Hey folks, gonna do things a little different today. In this video, I'll be addressing a post that Gamertag made on his community page that I took a little bit of offense to. And if you don't know who that is, Gamertag is a rather large YouTube channel that covers VR gaming. He's one of the few channels I still watch, and when new videos come out, I always like them. I love his humor. His reviews are always brutally honest, and if you don't already, I recommend subscribing to him. I've met and hung out with Gamertag before in real life at the Meta campus a few years ago, and even gave him the opportunity to lose to me in Street Fighter 2. Do you remember that, GT? Now, I like Gamertag. We're not best mates going down to the pub for a pint, but all of our interactions have been cordial, and we get along. So there's no bad blood here. But he did post something that I take a little bit of issue with. By the way, I'll put the full text in its entirety in the description below, as well as a link to the post if you want to read it for yourself first. So if you want to read it first, pause it and go do that right now. It's right down below here. So he says that VR fitness isn't good for you. He makes some points. I hesitate to say valid points, but they're points that seem to make sense, at least to him, and I totally respect his opinion. However, he is wrong, and in this video, I'm going to explain why. So let's start at the top. The post starts with him talking about how he won't be covering Fitness Fables, a new VR fitness game release that I haven't even looked at yet. It's on my list, but I just haven't had the time. And that he has no desire to do fitness in a headset. Totally fair. Not everybody wants that. Everybody wants a sweaty headset. I get it. But also not everyone wants to run either, or swim, or bike, or any of those things. And that's totally their prerogative. We all have different fitness goals, and everyone in the fitness world, I hope, can respect that. People are at different levels. He goes on to talk about how he doesn't promote things he doesn't believe in. Perfect. Me too. We're all still tracking. I use the example of when Les Mills, oh crap, what was it called? The Les Mills dance game came out. I got brought on to do a sponsored video. I played the game. I couldn't do it, and if you guys don't follow that, like, you'll know I put kind of a really terrible review out for them because I wasn't about to get paid just to say something was good when it's not. So I'm in agreement. If you don't like something, that's fine. You don't have to do it. He goes on to say that most influencers that promote Fitness Fables, who are paid sponsorships, which I'm not, so when you see that video, it's not a paid one, will never use it again. Okay, starting to get weird, but that's still good. Still on board. We're still tracking. There's lots of games that I cover that I don't use afterwards, just like how I'm sure there are games he plays in VR that he doesn't play after he reviews them. Otherwise, he would have zero time to do anything, but I digress. But here's where my alarm bells start going off, and something that made me dust off my old Commodore 64 and start writing a response. It says here, I quote, "Now the reason I think VR fitness isn't good for you is the lack of social interaction. And I personally like weight training even more than cardio." Okay. So this sentence irked me. Let's break it down. Lack of social interaction. Fair. Valid. Totally. I personally just like weight training even more than cardio. Okay. Not valid. It's valid that he likes that, but putting these two things together in one sentence, they don't help each other. It makes the sentence less valid. I'll use myself as an example. I'm an elementary school gym teacher. My day is constant noise and constantly being on. I interact with kids, parents, colleagues, etc. on a daily basis, and by the time my day ends, my social battery is completely drained. I am saying this as an extrovert, so I am no stranger to talking to people and enjoying it. But sometimes people like me, the end of a workday, are just tired of interacting with others. This likely goes for people like bartenders, customer service workers, and the myriad of other people who interact with others for a living. Hell, my wife is a middle school teacher, and sometimes the most comforting part of our day is sitting in silence together. Not hearing voices, not hearing noises, just not even interacting, just sitting. So I would say that not everyone needs socialization in their fitness endeavors. It's fine if they do, like GT does, and that's amazing, but it's not for everyone. Also, he likes weight training more. Great, me too, actually. I go to the gym every day to lift. Every day on my lunch break, I spend 45 minutes lifting at my local gym with headphones on, interacting with nobody. I recognize people, but I don't talk to them. I don't want to. This is like, I need my quiet time, and it's one of the few times of the day that I actually get it. And it's totally fine if you don't like cardio. It's not my favorite, but cardio is a healthy thing to do. It's great for heart health, cardiovascular health, and just general health. So don't like something, fine. Not healthy because you don't like it though? Well, this is where things start getting a little iffy. This is my favorite sentence right here. Muscles are a very important part of the body. Yes, good. Here's another quote here. Now, I know some of you are introverted, but hear me out. It's important to be around people. It is, but maybe not in that scenario. Not always, okay? A lot of this sounds like an extrovert telling introverts how they should live. And this is something that's kind of stupid. So when you go to the gym, if for people who don't go to the gym, there'll always be a few guys that are talking, working with a lifting partner. Totally fine. They always exist. GT, it sounds like he's one of them. I've never been that person, nor have I ever wanted to be. So it's not a value I hold in the fitness world. It never has been. The post basically concludes with the fact that he's happy to play Thrill of the Fight or Beat Saber and burn calories as a byproduct. However, it ends with an offhanded dig that he's not flapping his arms around like a bird collecting eggs and shit. During fitness, that is, I'm guessing. Me personally, I think this post is a waste of time. It accomplishes nothing of value. All it does is potentially turn away people from finding comfort in fitness methods that work for them. Yeah, you like lifting. Me too, but they're not mutually exclusive. You can like both or not like either. Saying something is unhealthy because you don't like it is dangerous. Not dangerous like man walks into a store with a gun dangerous, but who knows what game or method is going to spark joy in someone enough to turn their life around. This is a big world. Fitness fables may be one of those ones that's like gets someone into fitness and then like opens up doors for them to become runners or lifters or whatever. I just think that we're all on different journeys, and then this post is an obtuse way of looking at fitness. Think of the world of fitness as it stands. Rowing, biking, lifting, CrossFit, skiing, aerobics, Zumba, dance, running, climbing, boxing, jiu-jitsu, karate, and the list is endless. I don't enjoy doing 90% of those things, but you will never, in a million years, catch me telling anyone that doing something they like and is healthy, that it's a waste because I don't like it, or that it's unhealthy because I don't like it. Not everyone likes just playing games in VR. VR is so utilitarian and can be used for gaming, yes, but also fitness, studying, language learning, educational purposes, social interactions. Me and my brother play walkabout mini golf all the time, and more. My channel started during the COVID dynasty, where nobody was allowed to go outside and breathe air without risk of becoming patient zero in the zombie wars. But listen to me, oh person who has made it this far into the video. One thing I don't want is anyone attacking GT for this. I think his post was well-intentioned, but ignores the fact that a lot of people are different and don't all have the same needs as he does. The only reason I came out of my hobbit hole to make this video is because it did basically attack my whole reason for starting a fitness channel, my YouTube channel. The purpose of this video is not to start shit, but rather offer those that maybe felt attacked or discouraged by this post to know that it's kind of a bullshit response that is more opinion than fact. And if something works for you, do it. Don't yuck people's yum. If I like to dunk my chicken nuggets in vanilla frosting and you don't, it's none of your concern. Let me eat my thing that I like. If you're staying healthy and losing weight or getting better with VR fitness methods, keep it up. Don't let posts like this discourage you. You got this. My name is Ari with FitPro VR, and don't forget to get your VR workout in today.